What is good, YouTube? It is your boy in Soundcraft Studios here, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different, a countdown on my top 5 Super Smash Bros. Ultimate characters. Now keep in mind, this is my own list, so you probably won't agree with me at all. Don't worry, we can still be friends. It just means that I have better tastes than you do. With all that joking aside, also keep in mind that this is not a ranked list, so number 1 isn't going to be my favorite of all time. I'm just listing off my top 5 characters that I love to play as in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So let's get moving. So starting at number 5, we have probably the most obvious out of them all, Kirby. I mean, how many times have I mentioned in previous videos that I love playing as Kirby? I don't know what it is about Kirby, but I don't know. I just always seem to like playing as him. One of the things I love doing in the game is just the amount of attacks you can use. You can use a chargeable hammer, which can do crazy damage. Although it may be rare if you can actually hit someone unless they suck at the game. His down B just works because he can just crush anybody. And also, you may not necessarily know this, but when you're in stone form and someone actually hits you with like a normal attack, you actually won't deal damage. So stay in that stone form as long as possible. Personally, I don't like his up B since it's just so weak. But you know what? I love playing this character. For its alternate costumes, it's okay. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. Maybe just a little more. I mean, it's Kirby, so what do you expect? And as for his taunts, they're fine. They're fine. All in all, a really cool character. So up at number 4, we have a bit of an interesting character that most of you guys might not agree with. Isabelle. Yeah, I kinda had to do that. To be honest though, yeah, she wouldn't necessarily deserve to be in Smash Bros. I mean, how could you ever picture her in Smash Bros.? Well, Sakurai did the impossible and thought up a moveset. So, Isabelle, while very similar to that of the Villager, she is her own character as she does have different attacks. Like, she can use a fishing rod. She could similarly use a Lloyd rocket as well. And to be honest, I don't know. It's not too bad, to be honest. It is a lot of fun to play as her. Her alternate costumes aren't too bad. I do wish there were more of them that were from, like, the actual game. I don't know. Rather than just color swaps, I wish there was a little bit more, but you know what? Not too bad. And as for her taunts, flawless. Just adorable as heck. Again, all in all, a really cute character. So up at number 3, I have Snake, who is a character that I really should have played as in Brawl. I never touched him in Brawl, but man is he fun to play as in this game. I don't know what it is, but Snake's moveset just works in this game. Essentially, his normal B can allow him to throw a grenade, which, okay, doesn't really do a whole lot. However, his dash B, the homing rocket launcher, that attack is so much fun to use. Basically, it's like you're trying to track down a opponent. It's so much fun to use. His up B isn't too bad either, which is pretty cool. And yeah, as for his alternate costumes, I mean, I'm not into MGS. I haven't ever played any of the games, so I don't have much to say about that. But as for his taunts, only 1 taunt, while everyone else has 3. What? The only taunt he has is the one with the box. Okay. To be honest, I love this character though. This character is so much fun to play as. In even which I've played this character a lot with my friends, and I have won a lot of matches using him. Really interesting character that I wish I could have played as in Brawl, but I can still play as him now, and they barely changed him at all. So, yay for everyone, I guess. Coming at number 2 is, unsurprisingly, the Inklings. I love this character because of how unique they are. Now, it was kind of a no-brainer that they were going to get in Ultimate. I mean, Splatoon was such a big game on the Wii U, and Splatoon 2 on the Switch. Of course they were going to add Inklings. But I did not imagine how much of a fun character they were going to be. Essentially, there's costumes for the he and she, and I know I'm kind of going out of order, but as for alternate costumes, great job. It's a good variety of gear from the Splatoon game. The only thing I really am a little peeved off about is the fact that they didn't take the time to even add like a Splatoon 2 hairstyle thing as well. Like, why didn't the last two characters use why didn't the last two alternate costumes like use the Splatoon 2 hairstyles? I don't know. It's just me. It still looks really good though. But what about their attacks? As for their attacks, oh my god, they're so much fun to use. You can use the splatter shot, the splat roller, which can trap enemies, kind of like that of a pitfall seed, but for a shorter amount of time. Splat bombs, the super jump, which if you land near an enemy, they'll actually give them damage. Really cool. You can even use like the slosher and blaster and ink rush within like their A attacks as well, like their charged A attacks, which is really, really cool. I like it a lot, and as for their taunts, it's really cool. All in all, really cool. Oh wait a minute, I forgot to mention something. The fact that you cannot use the splatter shot and splat rollers and all that other stuff all the time. Unfortunately, unlike other characters who can just spam this infinitely, you actually have to watch your own ink tank. Yes, there's actually an ink tank you have to watch. If you get low on ink, you won't be able to use the splatter shot, the splat roller, or the splat bombs at all. You will still be able to use stuff such as the ink brush. However, it won't really do as much as before. I gotta be honest, for someone who loves Splatoon to death, this is a really cool character. Thank you, Papa Sakurai. But now, on to the number 1 spot. Ridley. I mean, he's kind of fun to play as. But Piranha Plant, dude! This is the DLC character that came out over roughly a month ago. This has got to be one of my favorite characters in the game. It's a Piranha Plant! How can you not hate? I love this character so much because of how ridiculous it is. But what about his alternate costumes? Well, there isn't too much because he's a Piranha Plant. I mean, what do you expect? But his moveset, oh, his moveset. I just love his moveset. He can spit out spiky balls, which can really take some time to practice, but it's so cool. You can even poison enemies, but it can actually hurt yourself if you're not careful enough. His up B is like a perfect recovery. He can pretty much get from like the very edges of the bottom of the screen all the way up to a platform. It's that overpowered. But I didn't even mention his down B, where he can basically hide in his pipe thing and then come out like crazy to chop someone's butt off. This attack is probably what I love the most, and it's probably my favorite attack out of all of them. It's really cool. And as for his taunts, it's so cool. They really give him more of a personality. Kind of like how he's always smiling. He's just so devilish. And I have to mention that victory pose with Mario, where Mario jumps down the pipe and then Piranha Plant just bites his butt off. That victory pose has to be my favorite one in the game. That right there is just awesome. I could go on and on about Piranha Plant because, my god, is he a good character. But I'll stop here. So in conclusion, one of the best characters in Smash Ultimate. Sakurai, please give us more surprise ones like this. Hopefully Joker can have a great moveset as well. So yeah, that's the end of the video. My top 5 characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you guys want to see more countdowns like this, please hit that subscribe button and like button, as it helps me out a bunch. And let me know who your favorite characters to play as are in Smash Ultimate. And also, just a little bit of a little thing, I am going to be getting a Kingdom Hearts 3 video out tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Take care, my boys.